Guys, welcome to the stream. I'm your host Kingdom Freak, and we're going to be going through Tales of Arise today. That was a bottle. So what we're going to be doing today is going to be going through Tales of Arise. We have actually got some things that we can do very shortly because I'm actually looking at the main menu. I'm looking at the menu for the game at the moment, and I'm seeing everybody's SP. And I've got a fair amount of SP on a couple of characters, as you will see in just a hot minute. So, just give us a second. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. Why is it not working? There we go. Alright. So, as you can see, we have a... Well, actually, hang on. Nope. Not giving that. Look at this. There we go. Well, I can't shift it the way that I wanted to shift it, but we've got a lot of SP right here. So, we are going to go back and see and do some skill panel stuff. Do we have anything here? AG restored by critical hits? Sure. We haven't got anything here, which is fine. We could probably get Rising Falcon later on. Faster AG recovery. Overlimit extension's good. Increased boost gauge from downed enemies. Art casting mobility, that's cool. Wait, what was that? Bibliophile. God damn it. Let's go with AG and concentrate just to get the resistance. And I don't really have anything else. Like, there's the Owl's Met, the items, the subquest, and the Novice Solo training grounds. Nothing else other than that. We'll do that one. Well, Dohalim would actually do really well with this one, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, he would do very well with this. Alright. So, we're going to start off with the skit.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
Woo! Girl power! I should probably turn my mic to where I'm actually going to be speaking. Websters.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden.
Yep.
Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danon, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danons in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danons in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Alright. I'm gonna move myself a little bit further forward. And now, Archer Hawks.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly. Lightning Dragon Swarm! Explosive ring! Searing cloud!
Devastation! Soaring light sphere! Devastation!
I'm almost done.
Double Demon Fang! What the?
We can really make weapons with this?
Need to do that. Just give me a sec. Uh-oh.
I've got a really bad...
Just give me a sec, guys. Hang on. Yes.
feeling about this. Freeze Lancer! I'm not so good with airborne targets. Air thrust! Line freeze! What could be considered? Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Alright, should not get any more texts from here on in. Do 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 do. Whoa. Berserkers.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my heart. When he slows down, that's our chance.
It's like trying to keep up with a wall!
Look sharp.
Lightning Tiger Blade.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
we seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
Artifacts.
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have been in relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply
Oh
love
my.
objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Dan in history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
Crocodile Crusher. Ages ago, this worn down hammer was used to beat back crocs. Those skilled enough to dual wield it were lauded as champions. Oh, okay. They are artifacts. Artifacts confer special effects by simply having them, some of which serve bonuses that can be enjoyed after clearing the game. Toggle these effects on and off for the artifact list effect. Yes! Additional art panels. Yeah, I'll probably get that one next.
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
History's
I
in
don't
the
smell
air.
anything.
Don't encourage him.
Visibility along
History's
this path
in
will
the
remain limited for
air.
some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well.
I had a bad feeling about this.
Nothing gets by me.
What's this?
Fierce evil. This is a marksman handle.
Got fire.
I've got this. Let him marksman handle.
You're finished. All yours.
I'm just getting
Mirage.
Air thrust spear.
Double demon fang. It's over.
Eagle assault.
You're mine. You're finished. Raining slash.
Home run! That's what was happening. Give me a second. There we go.
Eat dirt. Here I come.
Armor won't save you.
Here I come. Dragon Claw. Double demon fang.
Eagle assault. These fists have got your name on them. Where are you going?
I'm on it. Take this.
Rip and tear.
You're finished.
Into assault. Gion.
Get toasty.
Burn strike.
Burn strike.
Hey, Poodle's quivering. I think we're about to be real lucky.
Oh, new thing. Rice.
What's this thing?
Rice. It's rice. Does you know what rice looks like?
Gotta break through.
Hey, when did I get so popular?
Dragon Claw.
Here's a healing arc. First
Rain
aid.
blast.
It's a duel of the arc.
Here I come.
Lightning raging.
Take this.
Leave the enemy's arc to me.
This one's all mine.
No complaints here.
Dragon Blow away! Try harder! Now! Not today! Here I come!
I'll be saving this one.
Blow them away!
Here.
Twin Heavenly Swallow.
That's enough! Here I come!
I never miss. Photon.
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Spear.
Here, do it.
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it. Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Dragon Swarm!
Do they not teach you to say thank you, Indana? Not to a Renin they don't.
Not today!
We're sending them out.
Blow them away!
Blow them away.
There's always room for improvement.
Oh, whoops.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around. Oh man. I hope I live long enough to regret things.
Did you just hear me?
I knew you, remember?
Right. An astral burst?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. Chinese supernova! All right, it's
Devastation! I'm not done! I owe you one.
I'm sorry to be a boss.
We've all got enough on us. Astral energy!
Say no more.
Bonk.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Holy Lord! Wait, what? Did that go from zero to max? That's interesting.
Out of our way!
You're mine! It's over! First strike! Dragon Swarm!
Not on my watch!
Talon Storm!
Serious flame! Reload!
Lightning Strike!
Lightning condense!
Dragon Swarm! They got me flying from Demon Fang! I'm not done! Dragon Swarm!
Boom.
Tempest fly!
You're mine! I'll smash you! It's over! Dragon Shell!
The enemy wields arcs too.
You'll soon see about that!
Invincible!
Thousand and the others truly are strong!
What about me?
It's over!
Here goes!
Now I'm in the groove.
Here, let me help!
Take this! You're finished!
Here goes!
Double
Now!
Demon Fang! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Say no more.
The heavens must be smiling.
Wow. Cool.
That enemy looks strong.
I've got a really bad feeling about this!
No further.
One more! First strike!
Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Eagle Fly!
Eat this!
Easy and smelly to me. Yeah. And
again.
Light astral energy!
Here I come!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Don't mind if I do.
You're mine! You're finished! Can't get out of this!
Light astral energy is the wind.
Take this!
In here.
Glimmer dragon!
I'll do it.
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! See that? That training's paying off! You're finished!
Watch this. Evil.
Here I come! You're finished!
Here, let's go. Dance in the wind. First aid.
Take
Now.
this! First strike!
Radiant, here.
Here I come!
Champion,
It's
here.
equal size!
A banana, let's go. Here, let me help. First aid.
Turbo Demon Fang!
Water,
This
give
one's
me
all
my
mine!
call.
Give it
Thunder.
up! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Dance in the
Now!
wind.
Take this!
Take that here.
Watch this! Burn!
Eagle fly.
Armor won't save you!
Strike. Back into the fray.
Turbo Demon! Now we're off! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Ooh.
It was a close thing.
That was... Ouch. Stonewing Mantle. Oh, someone's equipment. Equipment for someone. Oh, it's Doherling.
Hey,
Alright.
new equipment!
Oregano gel. Wrong way. I thought this was a new direction. Whoops. I was like, ooh, new place.
More
And then I
damning
saw
ruins here
something.
too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
Probably. So, artifacts. What does this do? Art set +1. Oh, that's why. Okay, switch set. So I've got. This can be my go into aerial. And so Rising Wyvern, Severing Wind. This one. Lunar Rondo, Stardust, and Hurricane Thrust. I can actually put Devastation here. I don't know what I put there. But we could put Sonic Thrust there so that we can get that. But we can change this to Stardust. Hurricane Thrusts. Yeah, so this one is all going to be about staying in the same place. This one's going to be movement in some way, shape, or form. Whether this one is gaining extra height, this one's gaining... this one's getting closer to a target, and this one is knocking the target down. Everything else should be fine. We have 26,000 gold. Jesus.
No choice. Pierce through. You're mine. It's over. Double demon fang.
Botan, I'll heal you all.
Tear. Hurricane thrust.
In here.
It's over.
Let them mark. Magic is in. Seal. You all.
I'm
More
not
from
done.
the stockpile. Healing hit.
I owe you all. It's over.
Why'd you heal me? To stop me dying?
You're mine. It's over. Double demon
Now,
fang.
if it's in the sky,
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
dance to the wind.
Take this.
Annihilation.
I'm on.
Radiance pierce.
Strike thrust. Rising wyvern.
Eagle, do it!
It's over.
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Okay, getting used to the left trigger,
There's always room for
having an
improvement.
additional thing, is gonna be a bit. It's gonna take a bit.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
There we go.
Hi, Hoodle. I never miss.
Rising wyvern. You're mine. Tear. Destroying light spear. Devastation. Take it. You're finished.
I'll be saving you.
Rising wyvern. You're mine. You're finished.
Get on in there.
Lunar Rondo. You're mine. It's over. Here I come. It's over.
Do it! Get toasty!
Bird strike.
Right, next
Here
one.
goes.
Already on. I never miss. Mega Ray!
Rising wyvern.
Annihilation! Mega Ray! Wind Astrolabe! Dare to the wind! Air
You're
Burst!
mine. It's over.
Both
You're
now!
out. Take this. Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Boom!
I can feel my power growing.
Phew, what a rush.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
A resting place for all of the Zoogle.
Don't mind if I do.
Hurricane thrust. Lunar Rondo.
Searing Flame! Reload!
You're finished.
Water! Clear my car!
Hurricane thrust.
Freeze now! Arctic Saving! Here's evil! Radiant Storm! Warrior Laser! Do it!
You're river.
Astral Energy!
Say no more. Got it.
Well done!
Take this.
Annihilation! Here! Flame of Fury! Bottom line! Banana! Let's go!
Lunar Rondo. Here.
I'm on a roll now!
You're mine. You're
Raging
finished.
Blast!
Take this. It's over.
Now!
Demon fang. Remote.
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
God, that was... The first two were for
I'm reaching
Renwell,
my
the
limit, you
last
guys.
one was for...
Damn. Guess we better be extra careful.
Never. God damn. Let's heal. Heal, 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 heal. Raging Storm Beak. Astral Ore.
Little help!
Rising wyvern.
Quiver Dragon!
Rising wyvern.
Let's go!
Soaring light spear.
Mana Ray! Dragon Shell!
I'm like bait to them!
Hurricane thrust.
Flame of Fury!
You're finished. Rubber dance. Hurricane.
Seal!
am tired today.
All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt.
Inhibitor crystal.
Right, here goes! You're mine! It's over! Sonic thrust!
Eagle fly!
Rising Viper! Take this! Soaring light spear!
Solo dance! Now
Catch
hit
it
the
now.
groove!
It's over! I'm not done!
That feels fun. So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be
Take this now! Nope, that's true!
Rising Viper! Lunar Riot!
Your power is a spectacle to behold. I'm not trying to be dramatic with it. Get toasty!
Burn strike! How much longer will our healing arts last? No backing down! In a bind?
You're finished!
Get on it! Not on my watch!
Rising Viper!
Astral energy! Whoa!
I'm surrounded!
Reload! And now,
Here I go! Hurricane Blast!
let's go!
Here I come! Burn in hell! Take this!
Into the
It's
shadow!
over! Sonic thrust! Rain blast! Devastation!
Lightning condenser! Thunderfire!
You're mine!
Water, hear my call!
Blow away! Raining slash!
Take this!
Glacial spear!
Well, we're on the home stretch now. Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Take this! It's over!
Where are you going?
No escape! Double Demon Fang!
Do it!
Glacial spear! Piercing!
Demon's descent! Flashing bang!
Easy! Way to go! Alright, it's showtime! Photon blast!
You're mine! It's
I'm
over!
on it!
Whew. Hmm.
Don't get careless.
Demi-human muscle.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
That's not for me to say. That's... Yep. I am very tired. Holy Lord.
I won't forgive you! Lightning condense! Thunderblade! Freeze Lancer! Don't mind if I do!
Eagle Fly! Wind!
Water! Here I come! Eagle Fly! I'm a fury! Glacial spear!
You're mine! It's over!
Freeze Lancer!
Ignite! You're mine!
Now you see what I can do it!
Lucara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Dragon
Now!
What's this?
Take this! You're finished! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Blew away!
Now!
Eagle assault!
No escape!
Get you all tucked away! This one's mine!
You're mine! It's over!
Wind astral energy! Alright! Astral energy!
Say no more!
There we go. Oh.
You sure showed them!
All in a day's work.
Geronimo!
I won't forgive you!
Watch this! Rising Wyvern! Here I come! Hurricane Thrust! Soaring Light Spear! Watch this!
Will this help?
Any more of this and I'll burn out!
Oh god, I was running around in a circle for a while, wasn't I? I am hyper sleeping, which is very annoying.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Back into the fray!
Roll now!
I never miss! Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more!
With this, I can become even stronger. I won't forgive you!
Here I come! It's over!
Annihilation!
Burn it out!
What's here?
I'm gonna run! Save you! You're finished!
Here I am!
Take this! You're the dragon! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off! Damn it! Dragon Soaring Light Spear! Devastation! Mirage! Here I come!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Eat this! Here I come!
Burning strike! Here I come! Get on in there with the others!
You're finished!
Dragon down!
Raining Slash!
Equal strike! Burning strike! Glacial spear!
Sonic Thrust!
There we go.
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
We don't have anything for that, do we? Ugh. Is there any items? No, we don't have any items. Oh well, this guy's gonna be left here to die. Unfortunate. Can't heal you, unfortunately. We've got a cavern.
Guess I'm still thinking about how to act around Dohalim.
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, What do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Yes.
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Ouch. Does anybody ever know what their true self is, though?
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menencia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn?
Forget
Although I
it.
suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
I really need proper etiquette. I really need it. I don't know what happened to me then. What?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Oh.
Been looking for you. For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? Said you were looking for me. Why? Beautiful, precious life. What the... That is all I desire.
What the fuck?
Why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Where are you going?
Sonic thrust! Ready and ready!
Oh! Wait, what?
I'll bring you back. I'm sorry to be a bother.
Who the hell
We've
are
all
you?
got enough on our plate.
Yes, ma'am.
You're mine! You're finished! Double demon fang! Crumble!
Oh.
You're mine!
Holy lord, what? That almost one-shot Alpha.
You're mine! This isn't looking good. Here I come! Now I can let loose. Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! I'm on it! Come and get it! Glimmer Dragon! Ignite! Show me your strength. Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Solo dance!
So much for sitting this fight out.
Yeah, I expected this. I wasn't planning on using up all my healing again. Did you just... You would attack Koodle? Screw you!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you?
What?
Till next time. Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen.
Shion.
but you're kind of crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey.
Missed signals.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Not what I thought it was going to be. Dang. Looks like we go on to the next area. Lenegus. Oh, Niez. What?
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danons, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danon legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danons rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danons and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danons rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened.
Raising Dohalim.
Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For
All of
starters,
it.
I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Shoo! Hello. Woohoo! Rose.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Yeah, well, it's locked. Let's go to the left.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
That's fair. If one of them breaks, well... good game, I suppose. There is nobody in this town.
Stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Well...
here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadheim's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem.
don't know where he is.
The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadheim. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're Elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger.
Hey!
Huh. Guess the armor beats you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danons in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danons, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's because you and the little lady are friends and more.
Yep. I expected that. I 100% expected that.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danon's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Way!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Darkwing!
I have zero respect for that guy. He gonna die in the next couple of hours.
Hey, wait up. Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renin pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renins.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Huh.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
That's actually kind of cool on the way that he actually said that. Well, let's look at Deadeye the Dictator.
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
Music to a lord's ears. There we go.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Whoa.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well.
Whoa. Loquaciousness.
The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
I'm gonna double check that word because that is actually a very interesting word that just came up just then. I'm going to even do, what is it? I think it's this one. Still gonna put this up here. Just want to do this for a quick minute. Loquacious. Okay. Never knew that word. All right. Let's go back to this. It was just a word that I was just like, huh? On.
What's wrong?
What's got you down, friend?
All right. What? Hey.
Yeah!
Good.
All right!
I got some dammy human muscle. 3 life bottles as well. Oh my god. Yes. Alright. I need to do something. Give me a quick minute. There we go. Alright. Let's go to the inn. Let's make some weapons.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll...
Oh, yeah. Right.
Hey!
Kisara's initiation. Oh, that's kind of cute. Okay, let's see if we can craft any weapons. Hard shell, windswept and raging, so we can do this one. Craft and equip. Don't have any astral crystals yet, but we will do this one.
Crest, how well balanced this thing is.
Oh, we got some new ones. 20% physical damage resist. Oh my god, an elemental defense as well. Elemental defense, penetration and aggro, and increased aggro. Let's go with this, because this one actually does a lot better than this one. Because I don't have enough gold.
I'd like to check their wares, if you don't mind.
Oh. I just don't have anything like that. Cool. First, let's get rid of Is there anything else up here? Nope. Absolutely not. I don't think there's anything. Let's go to the shopkeep to the innkeeper and...
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
Love's in the air. Oh, wait. Probably not the best thing for me to say right now.
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
I wonder what's up with... Steal the supplies from Dedham. Dedham. No, not there. Estaluva is probably over here. We can exit safely out from here. Welcome to the Valley of the Four Winds, Mahaksa.
Ah, got sand in my eyes.
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hoodle, don't get blown away, okay?
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
Rock formation.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Stargate.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
The perfect brother.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to
Ouch.
teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
Yeah.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Should have asked him when he was alive. God dang it. Oh, really? You're really gonna drop FPS now? Ugh. Alright, looks like I'm gonna do something. Give me a sec. Get rid of this. Go away. There we go. Really? 30 FPS? Man, ugh. Actually, have I ever put that onto the high priority list? Let's go task manager. Let's go with processes. I'm looking at OBS, set priority to real time, so that can hopefully stay at the FPS that it should be. Whoop, 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 whoop. Why is it not? I'm actually really confused on that. I'm sorry about the FPS drop, guys. So I hope you forgive me for that, but like
Ray!
Take this!
Mega Ray! Raging Cascade!
I'm not
Mega
done!
Ray!
I can carve through armor!
These ones can run rings around us! Water, hear my
Sonic
call!
thrust!
Whirling snap!
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot. Actually, that sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Take this!
I'm on it! I never miss!
No further!
Rip and tear!
No escape!
Water, hear my call!
Sonic thrust! I'll take you all on! Soaring light spear! It's on! You're on! Here I come! It's over!
Damn, you beat me to it. Gotta be quick, or I'll take them all myself.
I'm not done!
You made quick work of them.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them
Should
apart
have
to your
met
heart's
with me.
content.
Soaring light spear!
Lightning orb!
Bonk.
We can really make weapons with this?
Windswept mane.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Right, here goes! Double demon fang!
Only getting started! Mega Ray! Annihilate
You're on! Severing wind!
I'm surrounded!
Here I come!
Lightning orb! Flame of fury!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes!
Tenebrous claw.
Do it!
Will this help? Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Right, next one!
Already on!
Stardust!
Here you go!
To stop you dying?
Burning strike!
Just like boom, boom, boom.
I need to be stronger.
Just smacking the ever-living hell out of everyone. Let's go with status, and I'm going to swap Kisara and Dohalim. Oh, you might not actually gain as much experience if you're out. Okay, that might make a lot more sense. Let's go with... Let's actually go with Dohalim as well. Kisara Regiment.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
Yeah, but
That's
you
no
stink.
excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
So don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Wait, is that the voice actor for Sainijima, who's playing Kisara?
It's on!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Elusive deity! Tornado drive!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
This one's mine! I'm on it!
Okay, let's see. Let's go with only these ones. This resurrection and negative gate.
It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
One more!
Everlasting darkness. Negative gate.
Oh my god.
Can't get out of this. Everlasting darkness. Negative gate. Can you take it? Not so fast. Elusive deity. You're mine. The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Then let's keep pressing the attack.
Indeed. But remain
that a
ever
healing
vigilant. It is. I can't ignore your pain.
I'll try to be more careful.
Elusive deity.
This one's
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Tiger blade!
How anticlimactic.
Talon hurricane!
Can you take it?
You're mine!
This one's mine.
Oh, it is so
Resonate with the earth.
hard to use that. It's so hard to use it with that amount of Ivy Master. Solitary captivity. Yeah, we'll do increased damage with boost strike. And we'll also do this one too. Let's intrigue my interest again.
I can feel my power growing!
I do believe that right there is what we've been searching for, yes?
No backing down!
Resonate with the
I'm like
earth.
bait to them!
Begin! You're mine! Elusive deity! Can you take it? Tornado drive! Elusive deity!
It got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Forgive me.
You'll pay for that!
Life bottle.
Shine, radiant light! Leave the ensnaring to me.
And pummeling to me! I owe you one!
Shine, radiant light! Force of regeneration!
Take that, frickin' does it!
Regenerate! The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Then let's keep pressing the attack.
Indeed, but remain ever...
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Shine, radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Why, thank you, your lordship.
And will you lay down your life for your lord?
Well, I mean, hey, let's not be hasty.
We're still standing. Barely.
I'll hold on to that.
This is what we were asked to get, wasn't it?
I'm getting pretty hungry.
Want to sit down and fix something?
Yep, the sooner the better.
I wonder if something happened.
Oh my god, Jesus.
Yes! There!
Is that so? You don't say.
How?
I see.
Hey!
Nice!
Oh?
Very!
Very nice. We will make it.
Well?
Yes! What?
What?
I don't believe this!
All right.
No.
Sure.
Really now.
Jesus. Oh, that sucks.
Yes! What?
What?
Very nice. Yes.
Jesus.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same. Do we need to really do that? Do we really need to do that? I don't think we need to do that at all. Equipment. Well, all elemental damage. Oh, back. Ow. All right.
Coming through. Ha! Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite. Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite. You require a hand. Can you take it?
I think we can get through.
Don't let up until it's over.
Who said anything about letting off?
Look sharp.
Oh, I should be using that.
That training's paying off.
I'll thank you.
It would appear I attract too much attention.
No. Ah, I keep on forgetting to press it. Ah.
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Jesus. Manage the ranch. Can we craft any weapons yet? Refined ground fang. Refined rock wall. We do have this. We do have this. But we don't have enough material for either one of them. Which is a very big shame. We don't have enough equipment for any of them. Rip. 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 Lemon gel. I love this is 500, this is 1200, and then this is 2000, and it's exactly... This is exactly how much HP you heal. This is how much HP you exactly heal as well. Nothing else. Let's sell. Anything else? No. Cool. Create enhance. Opal mouse. And one more opal mouse. Enhanced. Fully.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Alright, let's grab this, this, and this. And then we do some resting. 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 Resting.
I feel all bent out of shape.
I know what you mean. Hard to settle down after seeing all those ruins.
We fought hard to help liberate the people of Dana, but every realm we've been to along the way could have easily turned out like this.
When powerful forces collide, the destruction they leave gets that much worse.
So we've been lucky things haven't turned out worse up until now?
Regardless, I don't want to see this realm get messed up any more than it already is. We have to capture this lord ourselves no matter what.
Alright. Old habits die hard.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow! Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
That's why she's got the shield. She's the protective mother. Counting the party's gold.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances, and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danon times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danon history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Oh my god, I'm doing all these skits.
Alphen,
I'm doing all these skits.
Your
I don't
blazing
care.
sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danon slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danons see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danons and the deaths of Renans.
Danons and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we can finally rest. We don't have any more skits. Whoa, roast chicken? Makes you easier to detect when making contact with enemy icons. I mean, I can. I'm not going to, though. Grilled mushrooms. Steamed potatoes. Gnocchi. We'll do beef stew. Dohalim, you do this. You are responsible.
This flavor? Why, it rivals the cooking of my own chefs in the palace.
I hope it does.
Dohalim.
Oh, Dohalim.
If I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way.
You are now closer with Dohalim.
We best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving?
Let's go further in. Esteluva Forest.
This place gives me the creeps. You really think that lord is hiding out here?
Be careful. The air is dense with astral energy. Something's not quite right about this place.
How are you able to pick up on all this stuff anyway? Is it something that all astral arts wielders can do?
I must admit, I'm curious myself. Perhaps her den and bloodline has something to do with it.
Dohalim.
Apologies. I meant no disrespect.
Stay alert, everyone. There's a good chance that she already knows we're here.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. I suppose if you're a lord going into hiding, a forest is one place to turn.
We don't know for sure she's here. Keep looking.
Astral ore. Ow. Looks like this elevator is stuck.
This is what we were asked to get, wasn't it?
What's with that shining foe over there?
This one will be difficult to predict. No further!
Look sharp! I'll thank you!
Their hide is thick as armor!
Now I'm I'll take you! All back in their defense!
Glad you have your uses.
That's what my shield's for.
I'll show you
Get
how
behind
useful
me.
I can be! I'll leave it to you! Dragon Sword! Take this!
Resonate with the earth! Another incantation ruined.
I'll crush you!
God dang it, you didn't let me cast it.
Tenebrous Claw! First strike! Rising everlasting darkness! Negative gate!
Negative gate.
Not today! Finish it! Commander of Heaven!
Oh, should have. I keep on forgetting to shoot Dohalim.
Nice technique.
Resonate with the law! Blow them away! Double demon! I'll tear you apart! Finish it! Won't save you! Light burst forth!
Radiant, finish it!
Good to know my training is paying off.
Oh. Let's turn on the generator. We can now access B3 and B4. Let's go down here and just double check.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shiny enemy?
This one will be difficult to predict. I shall ensure you survive this.
Don't mind if I do.
Time to shine!
I'll face you. Leave the agile ones to me.
Take this! On your knees! Got fire!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours!
The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with resuscitate nothing against my needs. Shine, radiant light, force of regeneration. Regenerate. There you go. Swallow blade. I'll face you. Elusive deity.
Oh, now I'm real mad!
No further.
This one's gone!
I'll face you. Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite. On your knees.
Here I come!
Air pressure.
Fantastic. Now my clothes will
We got the advantage.
Good. We just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, cause Raw's on.
Shine, radiant light, force of regeneration. Regenerate.
In your deck, Dohalim.
And tonight's meal is on you. Here comes.
Snake.
This one is mine.
Negative gate. On your knees.
In an instant!
Impact Cross! Ah! Okay.
Step back, this one's all law.
Dude, dude. Wasn't meant to bring myself to the ground floor. B3. Estelula Forest Ruins.
For the hideout of a runaway lord, this place is a lot bigger than I was expecting.
Do you think she had it built with that in mind?
No. Personally, I think this used to be part of a Danon castle or fortress of some sort.
How can you tell?
For one thing, it doesn't look like a storehouse. For another, it's old, and you can tell it was built to let people hole up inside of it.
Huh. I'll take your word for it. I don't know the first thing about brick. You know, I've always thought you were a smart little cookie, but damn, Rinwell, you really know your stuff.
It's no big deal. I've just read a lot of books is all.
If this is meant to be a castle, there wasn't much to it above ground. Are there such things as underground castles?
There probably used to be more of it above ground. That is, Until 300 years ago.
So the main structure must have been lost during the time of the invasion, with only the underground part remaining. And then this lord decided to use it for her own purposes. Have I got that right?
But what reason could she have for using this place instead of staying back in her own castle?
That's what we're here to find out. Whatever it is, she's up to no good.
Right. It's all the more reason we need to hurry up and find her before it's too late.
Alright. Let's have a look over here. Ah, we got some stuff here. Astral ore.
Discourteous, aren't you? Can you take it? Elusive deity! On your knees. If it cools up, time to get out of the way. Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Air pressure!
No armor! Stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Regenerate!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Shine! Radiant light! It's too fast!
Stand back!
I'll take you all on! Ha!
Got it!
Flare Demolisher!
Flare Demolisher.
Shine! Radiant light! I'm on! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
This one's mine!
Is that a healing art? It is. I can't ignore your pain. Don't try to promote you.
In a bind? Rip it tear! On your knees! I'm on a roll now! In an instant! Impact block!
I don't think I've seen Kisara and
There's
Dohalim
more where that came
yet.
from.
Yet being the key word. Alright, let's go through a little bit more. Do we have... Whoa! That was a... That was a massive machine. Jesus.
I'll hold on to that.
I'll gladly hold on to that.
Out of my way!
Right here! I got it! Negative Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate! Shine! Radiant light! Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Shine! Radiant light! Lordship, and I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Why is it dealing no damage?
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Allow me to help you. I mean, you're dead, Dohalim. And tonight's meal is on you. You've got...
Regenerate! Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
Easy and smelly to me.
Yeah! And bubbling to me!
Ooh!
Take flight! Regenerate!
Don't suffer in the
Shine!
Yeah,
Appreciate you! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
This one's mine!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate! Now I can let loose! Piercing roll! Begin! Come on!
Confiscated.
Tornado drive! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Prepare to be seen!
You could use a hand!
I should be of some use to us now.
You weren't exactly dead weight before.
Except in regard to doing basic chores.
This place is full of weird machinery, old and new. Just what the hell are you doing here?
By all appearances, the sort of unsavory research you wouldn't want to see divulged.
Even to other Renans? That's a scary thought.
Retreat if you know what's good for you! Stalagmite! Rising Wyvern! What's this? Take this! Resonate with the earth! We've got flyers!
I got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours! Air pressure! Rising wyvern! Take this! Eat this! On your knees! Guardian field! Air pressure!
An astrobot?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! That's it! Swallow dance! Begin! Have this! On your knees! Look shot! Here I come! Hurricane now! Rising finish it!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
This place goes pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used, even if the above-ground portion got destroyed.
Perhaps that's why it's still here, and why it was made into her hideout. It would certainly stand to reason.
Looks like a generator to the elevator. Let's activate it. Next up, B1. Oh, just give me a sec, guys. How's everybody doing today? Listen, I'm a little tired. Oh, that immediately put a dislike on the video. B1. Now we just need B2.
It would appear we can descend down where the railing has fallen apart.
What? Are you serious?
By all appearances, it would seem she was researching something here.
You think so? What kind of research could she have been doing in a place like this?
Your guess is as good as mine. Hardly anything the likes of us could imagine.
If we assume it was because this area is rich in astral energy, then it's possible she could have been doing any number of things.
Indeed. Renan castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Danon ruins are also known for their abundant energy.
You Renans attacked us. Don't act like you're just some...
Sheesh, enough already. This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You suffered at the hands of guys like him too.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm calm.
Rinwell really has some hate towards all Renan. I know it's really deep-seated anger, but at the same time, it's not necessarily just Dohalim's fault. It's not just one person's fault. It's multiple Renan lords that have treated them the same exact way. But she's got a little bit... She's not thinking logically about... She's thinking on emotion, not logic. Because if she was thinking on logic, she would recognize that Dohalim and Sinon are both trying to help Danons, even though it may be for a selfish purpose. If that makes sense. But we can go off of that really sad note. I am going to head off for the day. Unfortunately, I am a little bit tired today. I don't want to put on a bad performance. But if you did like the video, please leave a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you do like it. If you do have a comment about it, comment in the comment section below. We did actually manage to travel into the Four Winds Valley, and we are still exploring the facility that the Renan Lord has gone to. And we are going to investigate the Wind Lord on what she's been doing in this place. So we'll see you guys next time when we go through more of this. Catch ya! Oh, sorry, I should let you know, I will not be streaming tomorrow. I will be streaming on Thursday and Friday. I won't be streaming on Saturday and Sunday, but I'll be streaming Monday next week. So, see you guys then. Catch ya!